Well, hey 520. First of all, sorry that this is a little bit late, but sometimes, technology issues make life harder, not easier, right? Before we get into week 4, I do want to say the discussion posts have been awesome, and your charts of the different curriculum frameworks and your thoughts and connections were really good. I have to admit, I'm really excited to go through your presentations. Out of all the classes and all the assessments or assignments that I've looked at, the group presentations out of 520 here are some of my favorites. So I'm looking really forward to that, and I hope to grade those in the next day or two, so you have that feedback quickly. But let's jump into week 4. If you focus on what you left behind, you'll never be able to see what lies ahead. And that's from the Disney movie Ratatouille. And there's some really great wisdom there in that, a lot of times we make decisions, like you made a decision to be in this class, and sometimes we can focus on all the things we don't have, sleep, or extra time to go out with friends, or time with family, or time to do that thing you've been wanting to do in your classroom because you have the work to do, but really realize that there's a bigger goal, and sometimes focusing on the end versus all the little stumbling blocks is really important. So week 4 at the halfway point of the class, and it's moving really fast, and I feel like I say that in every course, but this is a fast-moving pace for sure, and you guys have been doing a really great job. And like I said, I really enjoy learning more and more about your districts from your perspective, and just learning about education in general through your discussion posts. For this week, we have a few coming up. This week I have the essential questions assignment, which I'll talk about, but that really plays into your unit plan and your assessment plan for assignments 4, 6, and 8. So just know that you're starting to lay the foundation this week. And then the library assignments due next week, but some of you have already started doing that, and know that there is a break the week of Thanksgiving. So let's jump in. This week we look at curriculum in relation to 21st century design, which we are in the 21st century, so don't think of that as something future, right? That's what we're doing right now. Unit plans and important of assessments. So let me jump over your chapter 6 in the text. Design complexities for curriculum, components of design, representative curriculum design. So it's all about curriculum design this week, and it's not a bad read. It's actually only about 20 pages or so. So it's not as hefty as some of the other weeks. I will tell you that. And then let me pop open this website, What Makes a Question Essential, and it's an article from AXA or ASCD, and just read through this. And I have a feeling a lot of you will know a lot of this information as you start going through this. Some of it is very commonsensical, but it does frame it well, and it will help for your assignment. So don't just gloss over that. So the discussion post for this week. You're going to be reading the chapter for this week. Why do I need to know about curriculum frameworks? To which I do not subscribe, or even some I disagree with. So your task is that you're going to provide supported responses that encourage other educators to research and understand different types of curriculum frameworks. And it really does, the more you look at other types of frameworks, whatever your specific philosophy is, it can only strengthen that, because you can pull pieces or say, oh, I don't agree with that at all, and you can really just make yours much stronger. So that is for this week. That is your discussion post. And then your assignment for this week is to create some essential questions. And it's an important assignment, but it shouldn't take you a ton of time. And so what I'll say is I'll pop over to that. You're going to make these essential questions for the platform, for your activities and assessments for your week 6 assignment and your week 8 assignment. And so it says Word doc. Once again, Google Doc is fine. You just download it and re-upload it into the assignment box. And so it's only worth 5 points, but I will tell you that this really does set up assignment 6 and assignment 8. So make sure you spend some time and do it in an area that you can, obviously probably what you're teaching in, or one that you want to teach in, because you do have to build a unit around it and an assessment plan. So here is the info looking ahead for assignment 6, and there's the link to the grading rubric, which is right here. I'm not going to go over it word for word, but know that once again, if you meet all the requirements for each section at the exemplary level, and most of you are just crushing the assignments right now. And so go through, and really I think if you read this before you do your essential question, it's actually going to help you set up to know what you're going to need to do with those essential questions. And so, that link is also right here, right there, sorry, right there, and along with your library orientation. So if you have any questions on any of that, reach out to me. You have one discussion question for this week and your essential question assignment. So a little bit of a lighter week. The reading is even lighter this week. It's really to set you to plan up. Week 5 is not too bad. Week 6, 7, and 8 really starts getting pretty heavy. So know that for planning, and there is a week in between there for Thanksgiving as well. But just know for planning, like this week's somewhat light. Week 5 is not too heavy either, but 6, 7, and 8 do get a little bit heavier. And I know, that was all under the announcements. And if you go into week 4, you'll see the exact same things right here. So if you have any questions, once again, please reach out to me, text, email, call, whatever works for you, Voxer. I want to make sure, from week 5 on that the class turns and picks up for sure. So just make sure you guys are ready to hit it hard and have a great close of the semester.